Bambi.
Keys.
Nice performance here.
Yeah, the octopus is so smooth.
There's a sun, okay. There's an alien bar, there's a
And
shark.
we are
Wait,
live.
can
we-
Welcome, wonderful
planet,
people of the internet,
black hole,
citizens of the
okie
world,
dokie,
and
white
human
hole,
beings across the
fireworks.
universe, to the Somnium Show with your hosts WooferBlast and UltraLord. Woo! Today we're going to be discussing
Memory. Human memory, how it works.
Discussing and quietness.
memory. What is
And it's
it?
in 3 parts.
Yeah.
It's made up of 3 parts: encoding, storage, and retrieval. And it's made up of a connection of neurons. And the more you repeat something, the more it's imprinted onto your memory, the stronger the connections are between the neurons. That's why some things are remembered more than others things. Like
Don't fall.
there's short-term memory and there's long-term memory. The short-term memory is like, where did I park my car? And those memories aren't as strong as your other long-term memories. So we could start there.
What are your first memories? What for Blast? Like, what's
I
the
remember
first, and how old
They started
were
when
you?
I was 3 years old.
Whoa.
And I think up till then, I think it takes that much time for your brain to decode your sensors, your senses. What your senses are bringing in. Like, you have to know what this is and what that is, and you have to categorize everything. But I started when I was 3. I remember a lot of things when I was 3.
What's your favorite?
Wow, I remember nothing.
What?
What?
When I was 3, I remember nothing.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
my
me
first
too. When I was
Really?
3, yeah, I think when I was like 5, that was when that's when
Yeah.
I started remembering stuff. But 3, I don't remember jack shit.
I remember our apartment. I remember our apartment where we lived. I remember my friend Billy and my friend Betty, who was my babysitter. I remember walking to school every day, to nursery school, with my mom. I remember this one day we were walking
At 3?
to school.
Man,
Yeah.
respect.
And
Yeah, seriously.
there was a bakery. There was a bakery shop, and you know how they sell little toys to put on top of cakes. They had these little soldiers, and Mom bought me one of those. She probably cost, a nickel back then, but it stuck with me for some reason. And I remember one day Betty took me to the bowling alley. She's my babysitter. We were at the bowling alley, and I was playing. I had some toy pins and a bowling ball, and I was setting up on the lane, playing bowling with my little toy pins. Remember that? I remember, I remember a lot of things. Well, I have one memory of my grandmother on my dad's side, just one memory. And we were at her home. It was a little farmhouse in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky. And they didn't have any money, but one day she made me, I was hungry for a snack, I guess, and she made me a cracker with butter on it. And that was for some reason that sticks with me. It's the one and only memory I have of my grandmother.
Wow.
It's funny how some things stick like that.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone,
I
a round of
remember
applause
nursery
for
school.
WooferBlast.
Maybe let's
Wow.
remember first memory in VR. Like, what's
Should
your
we
first
applause
memory
like
in
this?
VR?
Yeah. Denevro, tell us your first memory in VR.
In VR?
Yeah.
VR.
Oh, it was the, I guess, Windows Home Reality, Windows Home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much where you go when you have a Windows Mixed Reality headset. And then I remember I was trying to walk in the emptiness and my body freeze. Well, I wasn't understanding why, because it was not scary, but my body just freeze and could not walk to like if you were to jump, That was funny. So that's it.
That's
Windows
very
First memory
interesting.
as a
Thank you.
human?
Thank you.
Don't miss Windows Home.
Supposed to say thank you.
Thank you, Denevro, for
what?
sharing
Thank
that
you.
interesting.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you,
R-Dub. Woo.
Hey, Arda.
Stand in the fire. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, it's hot. Yeah.
How about you, CC
It's hard to
Searcher?
find y'all.
What are
was
some memories that the earliest ones that you can remember?
The very earliest one was at kindergarten. We had these little tricycles, and every time you played outside, you could play with the little tricycles. But there was like 15 kids with only 3 tricycles.
Oh.
So it was running to get those out of the shed, and that's the first thing that I thought about it today a long time. What is my first memory? That is my first memory.
Wow,
Wow.
that's fascinating. How about your first time in VR? Can you remember that?
That's not so long ago. That
When was that?
that is actually Somnium Space.
Wow.
The first time I tried to be in VR, and that was
What was it
here.
like?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Can't stop anymore. So it's amazing.
truly, yeah.
Yeah.
Guilty. I'm guilty.
Guilty. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
you,
you,
Sea
C
Searcher.
Searcher.
Thank
Somnium
you.
First memory in VR. Woo.
First time at
Yeah,
Somnium
Adam,
Space,
you're right here.
baby.
You were in front. You were right there. You go.
That's where I popped in here. It's me?
Crazy
Yes,
Nikki,
it's your
can
turn.
you? Oh, it's you. Okay, it's Ardub's turn. Ardub, and then we'll, yeah. So tell us, bro. What are your first memories, or your favorite first things that you
Memories.
can remember?
I don't know. I don't know how, you can't really trust your memory, so my first memory might just be made up. I don't know. But I remember my grandma smoked cigarettes, and I remember, I'm pretty sure, having her change my diaper as she was smoking. And,
Wow.
That's
The smell of the cigarettes and of
you
your
just
diaper.
said all the memories could be made up. Like, made up something cool, man. Why do you make up this? I don't know what the hell.
Smoking a
That's
cigarette.
not-
It's like
I
you
don't
can do
trust
everything
that
you
it's
want, and you
true.
made up this? I don't know, man. I don't
Well,
know.
I got glasses when I was 1, so I couldn't see either. Like my first year of life, it was like everything was super blurry. So that
Oh,
that
wow.
memory's kind of tied together.
Okay.
And
Oh.
I wonder how hard it is to remember, like if it's all blurry, right? Like I only remember things that were up close to me, because
You know,
far away.
in the
was
past, they told it was
just a
blurry.
blur.
Now, there's a better word for this. It was a bokeh effect. I'm just saying.
Okay. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that
What?
mean?
What bokeh effect? That's the
Oh.
blurriness behind the picture when something is in focus and out of focus. So when those things which are blurry and out of focus, this is bokeh effect. You didn't watch this the Apple conference when they were announcing the iPhone with the portrait mode for the first time? Come on.
No.
I don't watch anything Apple.
I watched it, but I didn't watch all of it. Sorry.
No problem. I apologize. You're forgiven. And Woofer, did you watch the Apple headset presentation? At least that half an hour?
What Apple presentation?
Woofer,
What?
Oh, that one. Yeah.
What?
Did you see?
have you watched the Apple headset presentation? At least that half an hour thing part?
No, because
Oh,
it's,
man,
it's
come
just a
on, you have
teaser.
to.
I can't afford a new headset, so why tease? Why torture myself?
Yeah, but it's not available yet, so no worries. You can watch it. It's fine.
Oh,
It's 1 more year it's not
okay.
available.
Okay, I'll watch it then.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
And
All right. Nikki.
Ardub, what was
Oh,
your
yeah, Ardub, what's your VR?
first your first VR experience?
Well, I mean, like the tutorial that came with my headset was the first. No, I remember. Actually, it was Google Cardboard. You know Google Cardboard?
Oh my
It
god.
came in the New York
Unfortunately, I do.
Times. Yeah, but it came in the New York Times. It was free, and you got the app, and that was the first time I put it on, and I was in my kitchen, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Man. I couldn't believe it. It was just my phone in this box, right? But it was, As soon as I saw that, it just so resonated with me, like totally clicked. It's like I get it. I totally get it.
It was not impressive compared to what's happening now, but still, it blew my mind. Yeah, Google Cardboard.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, Nikki,
I was in
it's
my
your turn.
kitchen. Holy shit. Thank you, Ardub. Thank you so much for sharing such fond memories of your grandmother smoking while
And
she
scary,
changed your
scary.
diaper.
Smoking grandmother and the diapers. Come on, that will stick to me now. It was your memory, now it will be our memory, man. Why did you do that to us? What the hell?
Well, I might have been like less than 1, or I don't know. Maybe I was like 5 or 6.
Less
I
than
don't
one?
know.
How people
Wow.
remember things when they're less than 1? I can't
I don't know,
remember
that's the
things when I
thing.
was 15. This is crazy.
Wow. My sister can't remember
if it's
any of
true
her
or not.
childhood at all.
What?
Yeah, me too.
So I
Like
don't know.
I almost don't remember
Yeah.
anything. Like I remember some episodes, but some small things, but nothing consistent. Like I remember nothing.
Did you make an effort
your brain's
to,
too
to
full.
remember?
Your brain's too full, Archer. You need an upgrade. You need, so you can
An
store
upgrade,
more
thank you, sir.
memories.
He just called me stupid.
No,
it was
no.
a nice way to say, hey, you're fucking stupid. You need an upgrade, bro.
No.
The problem
That's
is
not what I
you can't upgrade your brain. That's the
That's
problem.
not what I meant at all. Oh man.
I don't know, man.
That's not what I meant.
I don't know.
It's okay.
Nikki, why are you laughing so much?
Okay.
Actually, I don't understand. It's a pretty sad story. That you're laughing. Why?
I feel bad now. I feel sorry.
It's like
Oh,
Archer, you need an
no.
upgrade, man. Come on, man. Your brain needs an upgrade, bro. Take that one. That's a
man.
brain. I can take. Is it free, Ultra? Is it free, that brain?
Yeah,
can I
man,
take that
yeah,
one?
take-
Making me-
take
It
You can have
looks
a
big.
mini
It looks
bad,
big.
Archer.
Maybe it's smart.
No, yo,
Looks
it'll it's big enough.
What happened to Ginevra?
You see, well, can you please, can you count on the record? Can you count this
Uh-oh,
laughing
never.
for tomorrow's jokes on you, so I win automatically against Nikki? Can it be like this? Can we do it like this?
Doesn't work that way. Let out all my laughs today.
You know, tomorrow we'll do a different. Tomorrow we'll do different jokes on you. By the way, I just came up with this idea, and unfortunately for all of you, it has to be like that. Tomorrow, everybody gets 2 minutes or 3 minutes, depending. Let's think. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. A stand-up monologue. So you better come up with
Nice.
something fun,
Oh.
and then we'll see who is laughing, who is
I
not, and who will have the fun.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
yes.
stand-up monologue?
Yeah, let's do it.
Stand up,
Sounds
like you
fun.
do stand-up comedy.
I,
You stand up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you
I'll
just
do
say
the sound
something.
stand-up comedy.
Yeah, let's. Of course, you have to do it.
I'll just
Yeah,
watch.
fun.
You chat GPT and say, hey, write me 2 minutes stand-up monologue about something, and it will write you something, and at least you have starting
Hey,
point. you
remember
know?
that time that Woofer said you need to upgrade your brain?
Yeah. No, you're supposed to forget that
I do
one.
remember,
You're sp-
or actually I
supposed to
don't, because I
forget
still
that
didn't
one.
upgrade.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
We're
Okay.
free to
Nikki,
laugh.
it's your
We can
turn.
laugh all we want. That sounds good.
Exactly. We're free to laugh. It's,
We're free to laugh?
I like that.
tomorrow, yes, because
Yeah.
it's stand-up monologue. You'll have to like.
At the end, we just vote.
Exactly.
All right, I love
we'll
it.
just
I
vote.
love it. Let's
We'll
do
just,
this.
you know, in the end, we'll just vote, and I'll win. That's
Yeah,
how
we'll
it
see.
goes
We'll
tomorrow.
see, Mr.
We'll see about that.
Oh. Okay, Nikki,
That's
tell us
how it
your
goes.
first
Yeah, please,
memory as a
man.
child,
Nikki,
and
share with us
VR as well.
Some of your fondest and favorite ones.
I don't.
I mean, you're very young. You should remember
Relive
it all.
them. Yeah,
Aw.
relive them.
I know how to do stuff.
It's not a very happy one, so I don't really want to.
Oh no.
Oh, please tell us. It's great. You, what is your Cindy? What was your psychiatrist online? Cindy was her name.
Her
or
name is Rachel.
Betty? Rachel, exactly. Rachel. Okay, sorry, Rachel. But she's not with you anymore, right?
No, she is. Yeah, she is. I still go to her.
She's again with
every
you?
2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Every 2
yeah.
weeks? Jeez.
Yeah, it's the shadow work.
Yeah, but
is
tell
hard
us your
work.
sad story. Tell us your sad story. We'll. I think Artific is trying to find us, but he cannot.
Yes, let's get Artific and let him tell his story first.
No. Listen. Maybe I remember shit in my childhood, but I do remember that they wanted to tell us a sad story. It was not that long
Yeah, tell
ago.
us. It doesn't have to be a sad one. Just relive a memory with us. You're one of your earliest ones. Relive it.
Maybe earliest
Share
happy
it.
memory.
Yeah, like pick one. You can relive any of them.
No, now I want to saw the sad story. Can tell us the sad story. What happened? The boy told you you were not his type or something. I don't know. In the kindergarten.
I don't want to share with you. Come on, Nikki.
Oh,
Come on.
remember.
Just share. Share with us like a memory. Anything. Give us something. Come
Okay.
on, yo.
I remember when I got my dog. That was a nice memory. That
How
was
old
really
were
nice.
you?
I was 9.
29.
What kind of dog?
I got a Westie, white Westie.
Westie? Why not Eastie?
I love them.
Yeah, they're so cute. He was my favorite. He stayed with us for 17 years.
Wow.
Until
was
he
my-
died.
Wow.
Yeah. till he died.
17 years, amazing.
70 does a lot,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah, he was such a great. I mean,
It's like
Never
1/3
forgot.
of your life.
yeah. He was there my entire teenage years until I went into my adulthood or to my adulthood. Yeah.
Okay, that was a must
Nice.
joke, but nobody understood. It's okay.
Well. It was so funny. Use that tomorrow. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I
tomorrow I'll
told
be
you
like,
my
Nikki
memory.
told us her dog lived for 17 years. And that was almost 1/3 of her life.
Okay.
So how about your first
Okay.
Told you guys
time
my memory.
in
What
VR?
about the wait a sec, one sec.
You want to hear the sad story, yeah?
What about what about the sad story? Come on.
You can share
we'll
with us.
support you. We'll support you. We can share. You can share with us. It's totally private here.
Yeah, we're
No,
totally
No,
not
it's not.
listening to, like,
We're gonna, but it's okay.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, that's not true.
For all the
This
20
is like
people
Real
who are
World on
watching, come on.
MTV.
Exactly. They're all our friends. It's all right.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us. It's okay. It's okay to be embarrassed. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm not really embarrassed.
You
I
see?
just
So wait, like
I had a
you-
fight with my brother. I was 3 years old, and we were at a
Three,
friend's
why?
house.
Three.
3 or 4, because it's a traumatizing memory. So
Okay.
I was going to a friend's house with my brother, and they weren't there, and I was really upset that they weren't there. And I screamed at my brother, gave him the fault that they're not there, and
Oh my god. Poor guy.
had a big fight with him. And then I saw a
Like
car,
physical
and I
fight?
said I can make it. No, I just screamed at him and told him it's all his fault, you know. So that was.
Jeez.
So I wanted to run home, and I looked at the side of the street, and there was a car, and I said, I'm gonna make it. Well, I didn't.
what?
And yeah. I just remember that moment of me getting hit by the car, and that moment was very slowed down, and I can remember every single bit of it. Like
damn it.
even
know
the
how that is.
it's just everything. Everything was just slowed down. It was incredibly crazy.
Wow.
So, and I didn't realize that was traumatizing for my brother, because when he was 18 years old and left the house, or when he was 16, he left the house. No, 18. He left the house to go to Spain, and I found a paper that he wrote for our high school, and wrote the saddest day of my life, and he exactly wrote that story of how he had a fight with me, and he saw blonde hair flying all over the place and blood, and it was traumatizing, more traumatizing for me to read that story on what I did to my brother. So that was.
Were
yeah,
you
that was
okay?
most-
Like, you went to hospital or what happened?
Yeah, I went to the hospital, but I was good. I survived. And everything
Wow.
fine.
Well, the driver, I
Just
hope he went to jail
traumatizing.
for like 50 years. I'm joking.
No.
Thank God you're okay, and you're here with us now.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yes,
much
you're
for
here
sharing
with
that.
us.
No, that's not okay.
And just in case something like this will happen in the future, we're launching Live mode this year, so I'm just saying, feel safe, people. Feel safe.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anything.
Exactly. Car, it's no problem. Just a physical
Yeah,
body.
everyone, a round of applause for Nikki for sharing such a.
Yeah.
And what about the VR? First
traumatizing-
VR.
Oh, yeah.
First VR experience.
Tell us your VR experience. What was the first time you played it?
I was at a convention. It was, I don't know, I was like 21, 22. And maybe, I don't know. It was like this place where they had VR headsets and these things that you can lay down on. And it was the first time Eric was with me, and I had to put my hands on this thing. I had to lay down forward. So I had to use my full body for it, and then I used this headset, and all of a sudden this whole place was surrounding me because I was like, ah! It was just so crazy, and it was just because it was so surreal, and it was like a game or something, but it was really a fun experience. That was weird.
What
but
did you
fun.
think about it at the time? Like,
That's cool.
I thought it was crazy because I was in the middle of the air, going through loops, and it was completely like I was like it feels like I'm flying, especially with that thing that I was on. It was I don't know, it was fucking scary and exciting at the same time. Yeah. It was fun.
awesome. Thank you so much for sharing and reliving. I mean,
thanks for
such
sharing.
traumatizing, but important. You know, like the trauma is important. I guess through suffering. Anyway, whatever. Thanks for sharing, Nikki. You're amazing. You're so awesome. Thank you so much. Please, guys, give it up for Pax. Tell us, Pax.
Pax.
What's your like earliest memory that you like the first thing you can really remember? Pax? Are you there?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry. No, I'm here. The
Oh, he's
first
remembering.
memory. It's interesting because I'm not sure if it really happened or not. But like one of my first memories, I was maybe 5 years old, and I was in like a playground tunnel, like in New York City, and I remember that definitely happened. You know, just the memory of being in like a playground in New York. But I have this memory of me being in a crib and like screaming to my parents to stop fighting, but I'm not sure if that actually happened or if that's just something that I created. Because like if you're in a crib, can you actually speak? Can you say like stop arguing if you're still in a crib? Or no, I'm serious. I don't know what age are you when you start talking?
I don't know, like between
Like 3 or 2?
1 and 3.
One.
Because
Maybe didn't
one,
actually
between
say
2
it.
and 40.
Maybe
like
you just
10
screamed.
months shy as
because my parents got divorced when I was 2, so it had to be before 2. I don't know. Are 2-year-olds talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Emmy talked
Yeah.
when she
So-
was one
Yeah.
and
So
a half.
that might be true. That might be true.
Yeah.
So that was the first couple memories, but definitely the one when I was 5 at the playground. And there's more to that story. It's actually, are we streaming right now?
Yeah, we are.
Is it?
Hey, I told mine.
okay.
If you don't feel comfortable,
Well,
don't do it.
all right.
I know the story.
I'll tell you the truth. Look, it's not the reason I remember that. It was because it was my first experience ever having that thing that happens to men and boys. Usually when they
Really?
see
You remember your
something
first boner?
exciting.
What?
I swear to God.
What?
because I was
Bro.
so terrified. I was so
Dude, you had to be
terrified.
like 18
I didn't
months
know
or
what was
something,
going
bro.
No,
He's a
it's
Scorpio.
true. I swear to God. So I was in the playground and I just had to kind of like hide there, like by myself, and just wait for it to pass. And then that was it. That was the first one, and that was also my first memory, besides the possible memory of telling my parents to stop arguing before they got divorced because they didn't love me. So those are my two.
Wow.
My two memories that really stick, that have defined the person who I am today.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you,
And my
Pax.
first VR
Yeah, he's a fucking
experience was
Scorpio for sure.
my first VR experience was in the Oculus, just whatever on the home menu, and then I tried like one of the things, maybe boxing or something, and then I tried Somnium, and I said Somnium Space is way cooler, and that was my experience. But it was because of Somnium Space that I had ever tried VR.
Radical. What was it like the first time you stepped into Somnium Space? Where did your mind go?
Oh, it was amazing. I loved playing video games my whole life, and this is obviously way more than a video game, but it was just such a cool, like, first-person type thing where I was actually fully immersed in the environment, and then being able to meet people and talk to people and see my arms moving and see them moving, and it was really incredible.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pax. Yeah, guys, everyone give a round of
Love that.
applause
Thank
for
you.
Pax. Yo, you remembered his first boner. Yo, give him a round of applause, everyone. Bro.
Way to
Thank
go.
God you didn't want to show it us.
Thank you. WooferBlast, tell us.
What? My
Tell
first
us-
boner? No, I'm not going to tell you about
No,
that.
no. tell us
This reminds me
more
of my first boner right
about
now.
memory and like how
Memory?
Yeah, how it forms.
Oh no.
Well, it's formed with the neurons. It's strange. I don't know how it works, but the neurons form these connections, and it makes a memory. The more you enforce these connections, the stronger your memory is. And traumatic events and exciting events or really happy events can form a stronger bond in these neurons, and it creates a stronger memory. That's why we remember some things and we don't remember other things. And I don't know that much about memory, actually, not any more than that.
Cool. Yeah, memory is something to marvel at. Arturidze! Yo, you there, bro? Yeah, yo.
I'm here.
Yeah, tell us, Arturidze. What are your like earliest memories? What do you remember? Like the first thing?
I think I have some from kindergarten, where I was like watching some insects and stuff during summer, and then I have one from memory from kindergarten where I was constantly like, I wanted to drink, and I had to like eat some snow, you know. Tough childhood, okay? Have to eat snow to drink. I'm telling you, my friends, it's no joke there. So that's some memories. Other than that, just some bits and pieces, honestly. But like, I don't have consistent memory of like early childhood. not
What's
at
your
all.
most memorable, like impactful memory that like as like a child, the real, you're like, yo, this is a memory that, like, you know, it's not like when, you know, it's like a
Apple
memory.
Vision Pro announcement? No,
When
Come
you
on,
were a
give us something
child,
raw.
yeah, our child.
Something
The
raw?
man himself.
I mean, no boners here, okay? I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
You have to pay for Superpost and Authenticity to get that,
Bro.
okay? No information for boners and timing. This is not the time and day to do that, but I'm gonna give you something raw. I don't know, man.
Come on, you have to share with us.
Oh,
like,
I
a
remember.
good
I
one,
remember.
you know?
I
Relive
remember
it.
when we were next to the sea, and I got food poisoning, and it was pretty severe. And basically, to get better, I was not eating anything. Like I was not given any food. Okay, and that was for like it was a really pretty severe like food poisoning. So Karen decided, okay, for like 3 days he won't eat anything or something like that, right? And so I was only drinking, and it was getting better, but then it got better, and I got so hungry, but they wanted to have like one more day in eating nothing, and I was already so hungry. I remember but my grandmother was cooking like a soup, and I came in, and I said, oh my god, I said, can I have food? And they're like, no, not yet. And I'm like, can I at least look at the food? That stuck at me. Like, can I look at the food? I'm so hungry. That hunger moment, that hunger feeling was. I still feel it, you know. So
How
that
old were you?
that man, maybe 5. So yeah, and then when I was 6, we were flying to US, and we were flying from Moscow to US, and on Iceland we were refueling. And I remember because I was the only child, I think, on the plane, and it was pre 9/11, obviously. So the pilots let me into the cockpit, and I remember they
Oh,
had
yeah, I
such a
remember
great
that
food
when
and
I was
ice
a
cream.
kid.
Nobody else,
Oh.
nobody else had ice cream, and I had ice cream. And that view, when we were approaching airport, the view from the cockpit, where you can see the lights from like 10 kilometers away or even like further, it's such a great view. And you kind of realize how well everything is lit for the pilots. You know, from the ground you don't see it, but they have like these slopes on the ground. They're going from really long distances towards the airport, so they're being guided like towards that airport, and I'm like, oh man, you can see really far away. This was crazy. So yeah, these are the kind of some childhood memories here.
Ice cream
So
and
no con-
cockpit view. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
a nice
no
memory.
contra. Yeah, that was a great one. Kinda felt like this. That was no controversy from my childhood. Okay. And regarding the VR, I definitely remember the day when I first tried HTC Vive with a demo of whales and like the lab and everything, because that blew my mind. But of course, before that, I tried like all the cardboards, and I think I had Gear VR before.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember. Gear VR. I had Gear VR. And Gear VR was a great device, actually. It was a great device. I do remember, like, after long sessions in Outspace or something, I had to put Gear VR into the fridge just to make it a bit cooler.
Really?
Like the phone, and then I take it from the fridge, and you know, another 2 hours go by. So that was some good stuff. But yeah, these are the memories, my friends.
Yeah, that one on the.
For the
airplane one
controversy,
is
please
nice.
visit authenticity/user/Arthur. There are some super posts.
Back him, everyone. We want to get that picture.
And well, I didn't say it's a picture. Maybe I describe it in a word. Why you want a picture,
okay,
man?
I want one. Like, what? Okay.
Yeah, okay, that would be expensive. Okay, we don't have so many tokens. Can you imagine I just go and post something like for 3K? You all will be sitting there like, oh man, should I click or should I not? Okay.
Thank you so much, Arthur, for sharing such wonderful memories.
My pleasure.
Thank you, guys. Guys, give Arthur a round of applause. Woo. Okay, where's Oli?
Right, who's next? Who's next?
Where are you?
Oh, there she is. Hey, Oli.
Hello.
Hey.
Calling
Hello.
Oli.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
So, Oli, share with us some of your fondest and earliest memories.
Can I tell you about a past life?
Yeah, of course.
That's
Okay.
wow.
So this is pretty interesting. It's much more interesting than my childhood. So I was under hypnosis, and I remembered, or I imagined at least, I was this woman, like an old wrinkly woman with like dark skin, sitting on a carpet, and like it was crazy. I was like messing with like some tea thing, like making tea on the floor. And then I had another, like that same, maybe it was the same session or a different one. I had a memory that I was a man, like at a train, like a train station, and it was like an old-fashioned train, like really old, like 1800s definitely. And I was like stamping tickets. It was so realistic too. It was really crazy.
Wow.
And then this wasn't a memory, but I was hypnotized, and this psychologist lady told me after, she was like, you were like a monk, like you told me you were a monk in another life, and like your dad was a monk too, and he betrayed you, and blah blah blah, and then you got executed, and it was crazy. And the last one I'll say real fast, I wrote a story about it on Authenticity, actually, about the girl being burned. Like that's another weird memory that I had. Like it was like terrifying, but it's just like a dream, you know. But it was I was awake, but it was like a light dream, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Very psychedelic. And in
Yeah.
VR, I think my first experience was does without a headset count, or does it have to be with a headset?
I mean, yeah, like your first time in
Headset.
VR. Yeah.
I think it was definitely it was Somnium Space for sure. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think I was looking at a museum. I remember seeing someone driving, meeting somebody driving, and they were like, "Oh, like who are you?" Blah blah blah. And then they drove away, and they didn't tell me who they were. I was like, "What the heck? Rude." But I was like, they know everything about me. But then, yeah, I remember looking at like people's pictures in a museum, and oh, I remember seeing one of Djembe's concerts. That might have been the same day. I met Gunnar. He was the first. It was either Archer or Gunnar, the first people I met in VR.
What was it like? What did you
It was
think?
dope.
First time you were.
It
in
was
VR?
dope. I was like crying. I was like, this is so beautiful.
Wow.
This is what I always wanted.
And
So
I was
it
like, thank
cool.
you, Oli, thank you. I know, I'm so great.
No, I remember one of the coolest things. Archer showed me like this globe that was like a video, and it was like in hell, and I was like, oh my god! Like I was like literally
welcome.
screaming. Maybe it wasn't you,
I
Archer, but
I showed you globe in hell. I want to see
maybe
that.
it was the. There was a globe that was a video, and it was like I got kicked, I think, after. But
Yeah, you're not allowed
it
in
was
hell.
crazy.
Go back to heaven.
Have you guys seen the video, the 3D videos?
Yeah, I saw one where
The
there was
orbs?
like snow.
Yeah.
It's like on the edge of like the mountains. I don't know if you guys know it. There was one like that.
I have no idea. I've never heard of this.
Oh, cool. I saw one here where there were like people hooking up in a globe, and I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
This is very R-rated.
What? I've never seen any of this. What the hell?
Yeah,
Where am I
it's
looking
always
at
There's so
this?
changing.
much
It's
cool
constantly
stuff.
changing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
but it's also changing. You like some things will never be the same again. They will never come back. You know, it all stays in our memories.
Yeah, all we can do is
So-
remember them.
Ooh,
I remember the map when
nice
it was
one.
completely empty. Okay. I remember on the
Yes.
top of the mountain, standing there alone and dreaming when it will be all filled up with buildings. That felt so distant, that future, because not only we had to build the systems which were working on that time, but we had to have people, users who were building, and all seemed like so unreal. But now, if you look on the top of the mountain, it's just all there. People are building and stuff. So that's great. Just so amazing.
Yeah,
Awesome.
really
This
amazing.
music
Wow.
is making
I'm
me
sorry I need to
emotional.
That was
run.
a really cool session today, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, it was a great session. And tomorrow, stand-up comedy, at least 2 minutes per monologue. Prepare several, okay? Because
yeah,
we'll be
for
doing
sure,
some
for
super,
sure.
super.
Yo,
super,
guys,
super
let's
last,
take a group
fun.
photo right here in front of the fire. Like, yo, underneath the sun. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yo, everyone, huddle up. Come on. At the fire, right there, yo. Like
Oh,
over there.
over here?
Yeah, there you go. Over there.
Turn
Yep.
around.
Yeah, you guys got it. Oh, yeah, okay. Positioning, locking and loading. Thank you guys for sharing such wonderful
My
and
butt's getting hot.
Yeah, it was great.
amazing pieces of yourself with all
Except
of
the
us
boner, everything was
here.
amazing.
That was crazy, bro. Like, yo, I wish I remembered my first boner. That's awesome. Yeah, that's show. Thank you,
remember
wonderful
mine,
viewers,
for
for
sure.
tuning in to another episode of the
remember-
Somnium Show. We hope you enjoyed
Would you-
these
would you-
recollections of our personal selves.
I'm confused today,
And,
guys
uh,
and girls. Okay.
We'll continue to build wonderful memories together with you in Somnium Space.
will.
Woo.
Long live the
You know,
border.
Yeah.
Not only do I remember my first
There's
boner,
more.
but I remember my last boner because it's right now.